Christian Hernandez here with Sports Radio Group. We're at the 2025 SVG Content Management Forum. Very pleased to be joined by Oracle's Geoff Tognetti. How you doing, sir? Good to see you, and thanks for coming for the event today.
Thanks for having me. I'm delighted to be here.
A long day talking about AI, automation, the future of cloud-based storage, you name it. The Content Management Forum is a very important event, and we'll get into that. But in terms of what Oracle is doing to help either the shift to automation, machine learning, artificial intelligence, it's a trend that is taking this part of this industry by storm. What's Oracle's, I guess, kind of role in helping the industry transition to that?
Yeah, so we've already built just this amazing infrastructure with OCI over the last few years, the density of our data centers, the quality of the equipment, our pricing, everything. So we have this incredible environment that we can build on top of. And what we've been doing, of course, for the last couple of years, if everyone's seen in the news, is really turning it into the place for AI training. What we're doing now, I've worked for a division in Oracle called Studio in the Cloud, is really focused more on, okay, how do we enable that? How do we make that actionable for media companies? So what kind of platforms do we need to build on top of that? We recently announced OCI AI Agents, an AI agent platform that really is a framework that's going to allow companies to come in, bring their own tools and their own data, and then we can help them very efficiently create their own models that understand their business. And it's not models that are trained necessarily on someone else's business. It's specific to their data, and it's something they retain ownership of, which is very important. And it's really just about easing the pathway to that and making it easy to adopt and use AI.
Right.
The second thing we've really been focused on is really how we handle the lift of kind of these existing workflows that are out there today. We're not taking an approach of, okay, here are some common tools that are being used, we're going to build equivalents to those services, or we're going to pick a few key partners. We're really looking at the totality of the ecosystem and saying, how do we make it easier to lift that on? If you're using existing processes today, whether it's on-prem with another cloud provider or hybrid, et cetera, we're using tools, including AI-driven tools, to help make that process easier, make it easier for independent software vendors in the media and entertainment space to onboard into OCI, and make it easier once they're there for customers to connect the dots and build workflows out of them.
Right.
So we're spending a lot of time on that, working with some of our key partners in the industry to help drive that kind of change.
Sure, so essentially you're taking the feedback from the clients that you're working with, kind of customizing those tools to help their needs and also make their jobs easier. So at the end of the day, that's what you're kind of hoping for from your perspective,
It's really a hyper focus on the business problems that need to be solved, the problems our customers have, and us building in enough flexibility to be able to flex with the customer. We want to, the way I always talk about it with my team is we want to be able to flow around the problems. We don't want to try and change the nature of the problems or say, hey, in order to solve it, we have to fit them a certain way.
Sure.
And that's one of the cool things about AI is what AI can do that other older forms of automation could not, is it can really connect those kind of dots. It can take those kind of messy or nebulous things out there in terms of, my workflow's the same, but it's not really the same, but I use this mem and not this mem.
Sure.
We can account for all that now and just smooth that entire process.
Right, so AI is obviously top of mind because it's very topical and relevant at this event. But what other trends are you seeing? Or what other trends that may have impact the way you do business or the industry at large over the next, say, 6 to 12 months?
I would say remote production of all kinds has, it's been going in fits and starts for years.
Right.
Certainly it's not a new thing, but we've really seen it accelerate, and we expect to see it accelerate even more over the next year. We're going to see a lot of live productions, more live productions run entirely in the cloud. We're going to see more distributed teams. We're seeing a lot of global teams being formed. And again, these things, they're not necessarily new, but what I'm seeing is they're being empowered by the cloud, with better connectivity, better remote workstations, better tools that are commonly used between these teams. Now you can really distribute your workforce. You can have teams of animators in one country working with teams of animators in another. It makes it very easy to scale your business that way.
Awesome. Last one for you. As a title sponsor, first of all, we're very appreciative of the support of this event, but being a part of this event, why was it important? The conversations, the panels, the networking, why do you think it's important for not only for Oracle, but the industry at large?
I think this is really one of the events that really kind of takes the heartbeat of the industry, honestly. So of course there's this whole networking approach to it. Everybody loves coming for that. But it's really about beyond what you're doing with the networking is I come here to listen mostly. I evangelize our products a little bit, but it's really more to hear about what's going on the ground. What problems do our customers have? You get feedback here that you just can't get other places, right? You really have to participate in these kind of events. So we find it very valuable, and it's something we're looking forward to participating in going forward for a long time.
Thank you, Geoff. Really appreciate the time. Thank you again for the support.
Thanks very much.
Enjoy the rest of the event.
You too. Thanks again.
Geoff Tognetti with Oracle here at the 2025 SVG Content Management Forum. For more interviews like this one with Geoff, head over to our website at sportsvideo.org.